Hello, beauties. It's Ixeeya. Happy New Year. I am getting the new year started off with some really gentle, simple hip opening yoga. I don't know about you, but sometimes in winter I can get super stiff and be sitting around. I love watching movies. I love being cozy in the winter. And it's really good to slow down and be cozy in the winter. And it's really important that we keep the pelvis unlocked and moving to help circulate the fluids through our body, the cerebral spinal fluid that starts at the base and pumps all the way up to our neck and brain, the lymph to clear toxicity and keep things moving, our blood, our synovial fluid in our joints, and the cellular fluid in each cell that is always exchanging and flowing. And these fluids really need our body to move. These fluids stop and they get stagnant. And you know what a pond is like when the water stops moving? All that green slime. Well, the body has her version of that. Things get stuck. Digestive enzymes, digestion needs movement. So I am very committed to being in tune with the earth and feeling the earth as a teacher, and each season teaching us something about our humanity and about our soul mission here. In these bodies, it's important to learn about these universal truths in the bodies. So the importance of stillness, the stillness of mind, stillness in the body is a wonderful thing, but it can happen in motion, calm and intentional. And it's almost like you're moving through molasses. Movement is interconnected with the energy field you're in. It's interconnected with your breath. So some might call it a yogic movement that's yoked or in union with the energy field and with your consciousness. And that kind of movement is a wonderful winter movement in that it's getting the chi and the fluids of the body moving. It's helping the joints stay lubricated and the body stay in alignment. But it's still staying in relationship to the wisdom of winter, of really learning from the stillness, from really spending time in stillness to remember, reflect, rejuvenate. The main focus is the pelvic floor, because this is where health of the body and connection to the earth begins. The feet and the root, the pelvic floor, and the interconnectivity with the pelvic floor with the rest of the body is what really creates power and health throughout the rest of the body too. It'd be great if you have some pillows. I've been doing yoga for a really long time, so it's easy for me to just kind of get into these squat positions. But if you're not used to it, it can actually be hard on your knees. And if you're not aligned with the hips and your knees. So I really want you to listen to your body. You want to feel, if we're coming up against a healthy stretch, we want to touch on the edge, and it almost is like it hurts good. It's like, it's never a, ugh. So anything that kind of makes your face squish or makes you hold your breath is a no. So get out of that quickly. I have a bolster here, and you can use a rolled up blanket. You can use a rolled up lambskin, or just a regular pillow. Straddle it like this, so the knees feel really relaxed, and you want to be able to move the pelvic floor in a rocking position with ease, so you don't feel any strain on your hips or your knees. So find out how high you need to go. There's that one, or you could just use something simple like a little pillow, like that. Okay, but you just want to be able to, the whole point of this is to move our pelvis. See if you can bring your heels close into your hips, if you can. And sometimes it helps, especially if you have nice, beautiful, curvy calves, to pull the calves out. And that gives a nice relaxation to the knee as well. Takes the pressure off. Pay attention to how the folds of your yoni touch the pillow or the floor, and that pressure and kind of pressing up against that surface is wonderful, and it is going to create some blood flow and circulation, and we want that. You can hold on to your knees or you can put them on the floor, and we're going to start to inhale right into the belly. And so the first thing that activates and opens movement in the spine is our breath. So one hand on our pubic bone, one hand on our tailbone, and feeling the tailbone and pubic bone rock naturally with the breath, drawing the breath down into your pelvis. And this alone is going to start steadying your mind. And you might just simply with the breath discover some things that are tender emotionally or physically. So the inhale, we move forward, pubic bone rolls down and back, tailbone lifts. Exhale, you're rocking back and the pubic bone lifts. Yeah, and really let the heart and throat respond. When that starts to happen naturally, the body is getting in alignment and attuned to the root. And the interconnectivity from the root up to the top of the head is. And exhale, chin to your chest, drop the heart, solar plexus, pubic bone. And this is a gentle, loving breath. As you breathe in love, self-love. Hear the words, I love you, inside your mind. I love you, beautiful woman. Say it inside your head when you breathe. Give yourself this life force as a gift. Feeling the pressure right up against your yoni. And make sure it's comfortable and has a tiny bit of awakening, pleasure there. If it's too much pressure, back off. And now I want you to really exaggerate this movement. You take your hands off, plant them, and I want you to almost move into as if this was a dance. And exaggerate the spinal motion, but keep it coming from the pelvis, okay? The rock of the pelvis is what's opening heart, throat, neck. But let yourself go into this fluid stillness, and perhaps it's going to start to roll and circle a little bit. Just follow the pleasure, follow the still point. Part of what starts to be very healing about this motion is your feminine expression, is the curiosity of your own body and going in there and finding places to bring the breath, finding where tension's living. And now I wanted to invite you to add sound on the exhale. Any kind of sound, release, a sigh. Those stuck, immobile places have a vibration, and just let it out helps to clear. Really connected with your body. Keep moving and breathing intentionally. I want you to feel the downward flow of energy on the exhale, and imagine the breath continues all the way down into the earth. Let the head release. As you exhale, closing your eyes, and let the vision of deep earth, of the dark mother, the pulse, remind you of that regenerative space, that life-generating space of your mama's womb, where you were first created. Plant your hands and start to come off the pillow and onto all fours. It's a version of the cat-cow. Inhale, big smile on the horizon. Exhale, rising up. And really let the head come down to meet the pubic bone the best you can. Inhale into your belly. Open up into a smile. And this position is a yes. It's a receptivity. It's a full body yes. So notice what you want to say yes to today. And the exhale. Full belly breath, opening tailbone, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat. What's a yes? What's a feel good? What's lighting you up? Yeah, and on the exhale, what do you need to release? What do you need to let go of? Maybe say no to today. Let's try that. Inhale, belly, your solar plexus, your heart, your throat. Exhale, chin to your chest. Tailbone's the last thing to curl under. Reaching the back of the heart up. Solar plexus, belly. Tailbone curls under. We're not going all the way back, so you don't need your pillow. We're going to come forward and really open up the lymph in the underarm and breast tissue. So come on down. And if you can, let your chin rest, or you can let your forehead rest. The chin is going to offer a little more length, and if that's too much on your neck, or this might be tight for some of these us computer users, be kind to yourself here. Then just choose the forehead. Stick your booty up. And be kind to your shoulder joints. Rotate them around and but down and forward. And just breathe here. Feel the connection between your heart and your womb. And now start to unfurl slowly, curling your tailbone in, and let the spine curl to bring you forward. And right here, letting your hips drop and your ovaries are pressing down into the floor, into your mat, and breathe with them here. Let the heart come forward, the chin lift here, and feel your pelvis pressing into the earth, to the mama. Kiss the earth with your belly button and feel your ovaries relax. And imagine you could breathe up the life force energy of the earth. Stillness. Roll the shoulders back and down as the heart lifts. Lift your chin. If you can, bring your heels together. Feel the beautiful sacred geometry of your body. Pubic bone to hips, a beautiful triangle. And just breathe into your organs in this relaxed position. That should do it, ladies, for a nice winter break from lack of movement. just to get, I feel great. I hope you feel great. Wonderful. Let's end with a mudra. This is a wonderful mudra for receptivity. Curl your pointer finger in and plant the thumb and middle finger together. Last two fingers are reaching out. And just let your fingers rest in this position, reaching. And this is wonderful for the spine, your immunity. It's wonderful for your hands, any arthritis or stiffness or carpal tunnel, anything that's starting to happen with computer use. Mwah. Come out of your mudra slowly when you're ready. Have a beautiful day.